what's going on. Uh, but yeah, we'll take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna go get my food set up.
Okay.
Oh, since we were taking a break, I was like, I'll see if I can get the stream going again, and it worked now. So
Nice.
hopefully we'll have at least from here on, and obviously the first like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
How is Piper doing?
she's all right. Yeah, she's good.
Okay.
So. So how's everyone's week been? Who's here?
Mine's been pretty
Mostly
wild.
uneventful. So polar opposites.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, it's been all over. Like, it started out really, really terrible, and then
Would that be Eberron?
Oh, maybe it is Eberron. I'm thinking of MTG
You know,
had some
'cause-
desert setting that had like a lot of Egyptian ties, inspiration.
Oh, maybe I don't know, but regardless, Eberron's more
Kets.
about.
That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. Amon Ket, which I think they did come out with for D&D.
That I'm unfamiliar with. I thought there was like an older setting that was, and maybe they did have it in older editions, and Amon Ket was just more recently.
I think it was pretty recent.
In that case, Caspian likes soon now.
Okay, this is fine. Yeah, that doesn't.
He's like before he was like, I don't really care, and then he met Lyric and then went to the Lady of Love, and he was like, oh, you know what? This isn't too bad.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
can get down
great.
with this. They're all pretty. I'm pretty.
This is where I belong. These are my people.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna keep going. I don't know what's going on with Corlin.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
And ETA from Michael.
No. I don't think he knows. I mean, because for a while he was on a call like earlier.
Yeah.
He got a work call, so I'm guessing that maybe this is another work call potentially. So I don't know. I feel like they're just kind of, it's whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know that he has any clue.
It's unfortunate because this is a really fun session.
Guys, thank you for being good sports. I know I kind of threw this at you, and don't, Car, tell Piper that this will happen again probably at some point in time. I'll come up with something else for the animals, just because I did it because I was like, well, the less, that Piper misses, the better, which I realized that, we have no kind of idea of when she's going to be able to do stuff. But, I thought if I could stall for a little bit, but then I was also like, oh, she'd love this so much. So we'll do it again when she's here, but I was just I figured I'd use this as a way to kind of have her miss less, basically. So I appreciate everyone's flexibility and willingness to just go with the flow. And be forced to have a completely different character unexpectedly. All right. We'll get back. We're gonna. It's been 10 minutes. So I'm gonna roll to see who gets to go first to decide kind of. I would guess Caspian's probably the last one because he was the last one who sat down, so he'll be the last one to go. Let's see what order we got, which leaves then Zargoth and Zob. So we'll just say odds is Zargoth, even to Zob. Zargoth gets to go first. Zargoth, you are seated right next to V. And he says, all right, it's time to get started with my first contestant. And he looks down. A rabbit. A rabbit. Everybody give a hand for the rabbit. And you can
Zargoth, senior.
Zargoth! Oh, you can talk. Great. Zargoth!
Yes, I can always talk. Can you understand? Apparently you can. Congratulations, you're a smart man. Let's bring out the peppers.
They're right there in the bowl. Go ahead and pick one.
No, then I will.
There's a big bowl of peppers in the middle. Okay, all right. Zargoth, you choose a pepper. It's not a pepper, it's a tomato. It's a pepper-shaped tomato. You don't need to make a saving throw. You just get a very lovely cherry tomato. Num 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 num.
Okay, I definitely, yeah, that's exactly what happens. I no.
Everyone give a hand for Zargoth, who looked like it was pretty easy. really, this is gonna pick up, guys. Don't worry. Oh no. Maybe we take another break. We're gonna take another break because that's two. We're down to 2 players.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
And I got my recording going and everything.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you did. Oh man.
It's all good.
This is such a good session. Why did that happen?
Sargoth and Zob can just do this on their own. I know Caspian wasn't really interested.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. He's back. He's back. He's back. We know.
Yeah, it was short.
Okay.
It was short. It was short. We're good.
Okay, good. I was like, we're gonna take another break. I don't know what to do.
Hmm.
All right. Next up will be Zob. And V kind of walks further down the table and goes, "The next contestant."
Lord Zob.
And then he just looks at you. Lord Zob.
She stands as regally as she can, and then reaches in and then just swallows one of the peppers.
I don't know what this is, but she seems chill. Okay, go ahead and make a con saving throw.
Yeah. Ooh. That is a 4.
Great, make another con saving throw.
That's 15.
Okay. You take a bite and it tastes sweet. And then there's this creeping wave of heat. And Zob doesn't know what throwing up is, but like this kind of feels like when you're going to barf and your face feels hot. And so you will have disadvantage on the next round because of the first failed throw, but it's like the rest of you see Zob's face kind of glow a muted red, almost as though like Zob's face was a furnace.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it helps, but I am resistant to fire.
Yeah, but this is pepper. This is
I know,
pepper.
I
This is
know,
not
I know.
fire, it's oil. Yeah, and then you see it happen again, and the second time you're ready for it, because at first you were like, oh, this thing is nothing. I got another tomato. This is just boring vegetables. And then you realize, then like after the first wave of heat, you go, oh, never mind. And then you like, because you are good with heat.
Yeah.
You just didn't know what you were specifically getting into with this pepper.
Right.
And V goes, yes, our burning waves, Pepper. The fun just keeps coming over and over again. Let's get a round of applause for Zargoth, our first pepper eater. And everyone started, woo! And then after Zargoth, or
I was gonna say, did he like reset himself to the beginning?
No, I did. Ugh. Okay, well, it's fine. And then a couple other people eat pepper. There is a okay. Oh no. There's a little halfling woman sitting next to Zob. She kind of smiles and in a very friendly manner and waves at everybody and looks over at Zob and gives her a thumbs up because she just did well, and then she picks a pepper out and bites it, like just eats the whole thing. And we're gonna see how this goes. And you see, she kind of, as she's eating the pepper, she smiles over, like, so she's already looked over towards, like, Zargoth and Zob. She looks the other way towards Caspian, and then she, like, scrambles back in her seat, not looking specifically at Caspian, but looking at just, like, everyone else on the table, and she kind of, like, spooks and looks, over in the other direction back towards the beginning of the table and, like, spooks again. And then she kind of, like, catches herself and giggles, and kind of grabs a napkin and dabs her face. And with actually with a no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. And then she reaches for a glass of milk and just starts chugging it. That's what she does. Yes, our famous skull face peppers, proprietary. That's the word. I did it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Found nowhere else in any plane. Skull face peppers. You won't be a zombie, but you'll wish you were one. Next person goes. Lyric is not back, correct? Yee. Okay, we keep going. Another person who's not Caspian goes. So she's out because she drank milk. And so she kind of like, they give her a pat on the back, and they give her like a a t-shirt, like as a consolation prize. I came to the night fair and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. And she kind of, okay, good. You're coming up next. I have one more person to go. Just because I already said they were gonna happen. And she kind of just, jogs off the stage and with sort of a sheepish grin and goes to find her family and watch the rest of the competition. Next up is a tall, oof. You've had a
Yeah.
week.
It's been crazy. Anyway,
Did they? Okay.
they're on it.
Okay. There you go. The next person sitting next to them is a small kobold. He just grins. He's real focused on. He looks like he wants to win. And he kind of looks at the peppers and tries to judge which one's which, and just grabs one. Oh, jeez. These poor NPCs. We're gonna see how well he does. Kobold, Mr. Kobold. Okay, he bites into the pepper. He bites into the pepper. And then he's sitting there and he looks fine, but then Caspian, you're right next to him. You notice this kobold starts to sweat. And then he starts to sweat some more. And then he looks almost like he's gonna barf. Like you think he's gonna have a hairball, And then he instead of barfing, he gives this massive belch. And Caspian, you get like a nose full of spice. Like every single nose hair is clean from just the stench of whatever happened next to you. And the rest of you see he kind of like grabs his milk, basically shoves his whole snout in the milk. Takes a very long kind of like, you're not sure if he's drinking or maybe just trying to drown himself in the milk. And he comes out of it sopping, wet and milk dripping down his face, and kind of grabs a napkin, and kind of hops down and kind of stomps off looking a little bit like frustrated that he didn't win. As Vi goes, wow, looks like he couldn't beat the heat, and he gets the whole audience to do that. That's our famous flamethrower peppers, proprietary recipe. I know words. Shut up.
I'm just laughing that this guy keeps saying it. It's funny.
He's gonna say it every time now.
Yeah, he's gotta sell it, doesn't he?
Yeah. Caspian, you're actually gonna disadvantage because of the flamethrower pepper, because of the the spice already kind of in your schnoz, in your scent glands. I'm gonna roll. You roll con save. Okay.
Guidance.
Okay. They said no magic. I'm gonna have you roll guidance. First of all, is guidance verbal or somatic? I feel like it's verbal. Or it's right? Guidance?
Touch, isn't it?
It's touch, but it has components,
Does it?
right? Verbal, somatic,
hold on,
material.
I can look it up.
Yeah, you're
I've
right.
got this spell.
It's verbal somatic.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna have you roll deception.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Guidance.
What did
No,
you? What did you can
I
do
said
it?
that was- I don't. Nah, it's okay. I got a 19 on the deception roll.
Oh yeah, you can roll. You could do guidance.
Guidance on
Sure.
the deception roll to do guidance on the.
Oh no. You got a
Roll, yeah.
19. You don't need that.
Yeah.
Stop. I think they don't notice a 19. And they don't notice. Yeah, they don't notice you casting the spell. So I don't know how. Whatever Caspian does to cast this spell, it works. I would say people just don't notice 19's high enough, unless any of you guys have randomly high perceptions. I know that Diz does not. Diz is a lower, because he's -2 to wisdom.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think he.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he
Yeah.
says. I think he says. All right, Lyric. Let's see if your goddess is all she says she is. Soon, please help me.
Nice. So you get to add a D4, but you are still at disadvantage because of the flamethrower
Oh.
pepper.
Let me do this. Yeah, I like the idea of my actual character having absolutely no qualms with religion, and then my cat being the one question. All right, so that's a 6.
Okay. Jeez. All right, you get to choose. You also got a flamethrower pepper, which means that Zargoth is going to have disadvantage on because he's next. I'll let you describe Caspian's very cute burp, and then you can decide whether he drinks milk or just leaves, like how he wants to exit the game. But yeah, he failed
He will.
by more than 10. Yeah.
He will. Yeah, he will. He will absolutely. Like he'd find like the whoever looks like the least wise person in the audience, like cash charm person on them, and have them carry a bowl of milk with him out of the area so nobody can see him in pain, and then he will drink the milk. So,
Nice. So you guys see Caspian lifted out as though on one of those, I don't know what they're called, fancy things like in Aladdin, where like the person is carried on like the shoulders of
Oh,
Palanquin?
Say it again?
Palanquin?
Yeah, I don't know
Sure.
more words tonight, but yeah. Anyways, it's like very regally escorted out with, yeah, they fail and they 100% they will take your milk out to you, sir. They
Not-
build they
Not before I turn my head and go, good luck. Oh,
Uh,
and, her face.
so yeah, so
take
Zargoth,
it easy, Caspian.
ooh, looks like another flamethrower, you guys. How unfortunate. Zargoth, you get just a wave of heat up your nostrils. And Caspian is escorted out with a bowl and a pitcher of milk to be tended to.
Kind of look wearing
Yeah.
its job.
Looks like it's down to these two. You also get, sure you do. Somebody else already got one. You get a I came to the night market and all I got was this stupid t-shirt, Caspian. You can feel free to put that in Lyrics inventory. It will be there
Finally, I
eventually.
got some cat armor. Or I got some clothes for Casper.
Cat swag. Okay, alright. Zargoth, roll a con save as you take your little bunny head in and pick out a pepper.
What the fuck?
Just
I
roll. Go ahead.
I keep losing my. Oh no, I didn't lose it. I put it back in the bag. I'm like, I keep losing my physical die.
Okay, you don't have to roll. Zargoth is getting real lucky with these peppers, you guys. You don't have disadvantage on this saving throw if you would normally have it.
This is so not fair.
So-
Yeah, you straight roll.
18 then. I have +0 to con.
Okay. All right. 8. Well, you pass. Very flying colors. This is delicious, Zargoth. It's spicy, but it is the yummiest spicy that. I mean, you're a rabbit. You probably have not had a lot of spice. I don't know. You're like, it's amazing. And that's why you don't have the disadvantage. It's a little sweet and hot at the same time. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say it tastes a lot like pineapple salsa or mango salsa or something like that. So you're still kind of reeling from whatever happened with Caspian, and then you taste this, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. And V kind of goes, yes, our sweet heat pepper, one of the more popular types for less adventurous, and he kind of like looks over you like he's mocking, but in a like a gentle way, right? He just knows you've gotten lucky with 2 peppers. All right, let's see the contender. Zob, it is your turn. I believe you have disadvantage from the previous roll.
Yep. All right. You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
I want to
Roll
win.
again.
15.
All right. Yeah, this was nothing. Like you're still kind of getting waves from the previous one. It's just the fun keeps on coming with that one. But this one's significantly less spicier.
Reminds me of home.
And yeah, yeah, for sure. I love it. And V goes, oh yes, our common pepper. It's good in recipes. And let's go back to our lucky contender, Zargoth the Destroyer. Go ahead and roll a con save, Zargoth.
Okay. $19. Oh.
19. You recognize this one. This is the same one you just had before. It is amazing. It's really yummy. You could make a meal out of just this.
This is why. So I've been storing up these good rolls for like a year and a half now. This is why I only use my physical dice on special occasions.
For a rabbit, any pepper.
Exactly. What more worthy cause could there be?
And last but certainly not least, Zob the Destroyer. I'm very confused. They both sound so terrifying, but they
I didn't introduce myself as Zargoth the Destroyer and Render of Souls. I just was Zargoth.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Zob, whatever.
She introduced herself as Lord, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't think I introduced myself, but I would have introduced myself as Lyric.
As Lyric? Okay, they would call you Lyric.
18.
18.
Because that wasn't without disadvantage, right? That was just a straight roll?
Yeah, just a straight roll, because you succeeded on the previous one. Yep.
So yeah, 18.
This is so much easier. This is just a common pepper. It's just a plain pepper. So you guys, you got to have everything but one. This is it. So, you know, V sees Zob kind of just very, very like happily nom 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 on this common pepper, and he goes, "Oh yes, another common pepper. Well, it looks like we have joint winners. Congratulations, Lord Zob and Zargoth." And everyone goes woo and claps, and you see like the halfling woman in the front row kind of clapping and smiling and still wiping like sweat away from her brow. And Caspian, you see like the kobold like outside kind of muttering to himself, I can do this. Something dragon. Like just real annoyed that he didn't do well. The only one that you guys didn't have was the skull-faced pepper. That's what the halfling woman had.
Yeah.
And if you had that one, you would have seen every participant's face look like a skull for like a second.
Ooh,
Which is why she
love
was
that.
freaked out. Yeah, he would have been excited. She was freaked out. So, yeah, you all get I'm gonna say you get. Well, I'll tell you what you do get. You get renown. I mean, I don't know that that's what it's called here, but basically, like people are more likely to talk to you if you participate in things in this setting. So like everyone's kind of like, so you hear like half the crowd's going Zob, 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 and the other half's going Zargoth, Zargoth, Zargoth.
And of course, there's one guy who's mixed them somehow.
Yeah, that's me. It's a girl. She's got brown hair and blue eyes, and she's in the front going, "Woo! Go, Zog! Go, Zarbot! I like the game." Yeah.
Just got the right attitude. She's a good one. Give her some milk.
And all of you get, including Lyric and the halfling and the kobold, a bowl of yogurt. As a reward. And the two winners get a t-shirt, but instead of saying I went to the night market, all I got was this lousy shirt. You guys get one that says "Beat the Heat" in like ridiculously large flame letters. Like looking like a real bad like 80s 90s rock band font. So jeez.
Bob like takes like a little bit of nibble of the yogurt and then just goes and slides it over to Zargoth.
I will absolutely. I'm already done or halfway through my own. Just it's not bad. Okay, thanks. I'll start to dig into the other one.
Caspian, you also get. And V also does say, "Let's hear it for our other contenders! Lyric! And Sarah! And... No, I almost just made it a Zini. I'm not doing that to myself. No. Tybalt! And...
Spelled with a Z.
The Tybalt! Matoni. So Caspian, you hear from outside as they are bringing out your frozen yogurt. You hear, "Woo! Lyric!" And you are given. So you are all given some ice cream, frozen yogurt. Caspian, while you are outside, give me 1 second. I gotta find the thing. You see The basically hippie elf from the first cart, the fish cart. And you see her kind of like stalk past looking really mad. Like very, it's like night and day from her personality before.
Okay, I will follow.
And as you
At
follow
a
her,
distance.
yeah. You can either roll stealth,
Sure.
or you can roll, I suppose you could roll like deception. I feel like they're both comparable for you.
Stealth is good.
Okay, and you can
Stealth
guidance
is
this.
fantastic.
Guidance.
And... boom. 19.
Okay. Yeah, nobody, like, she doesn't notice you. You see her looking just like really frustrated and annoyed with somebody. And it is a small, gnomish vendor. And then you see next to this gnome, she's walking up, the two of them, like the gnome and the other elf, who is not the woman that you met, are arguing, and she kind of walks up looking very frustrated and upset that this is happening. And the two elves look very similar. Same skin tone, same kind of bone structure. I feel like Caspian would notice bone structure. I feel like that's a Caspian thing. Very similar, kind of like the other elf is male, but he has just like this pile of curly hair on top of his head. And he's kind of like shaved the sides, but like just a flop of curly hair on top of his head. And he looks younger. I mean, all elves look young, but he looks more young for an elf. And you hear her kind of go up and say to the gnome, "That's enough, Lamai. You're behaving no better than our parents did. Stealing from me, attacking my son." And then like the arguing flares back up again. And like through the course of this, you hear the small gnomish woman, Lamai, claiming she saw Gammon steal the onions. And that's the son. She kind of gestures at him as she's saying that. And then Gammon accuses Lamai of stealing the onions from their seafood cart and knocking it over. And then they just, like, it kind of snowballs from there. Like, they're just making more and more ridiculous statements, and all the while, the elvish woman that you guys met initially is, like, trying to get them to stop, essentially. And then at some point, the elvish woman kind of turns and does notice you. Like, she kind of, like, I don't know, she stomps off and kind of ends up just accidentally going to where you are. And she looks just very mad and kind of frazzled, and she says, "This is what I mean. Bad vibes. If you help me deal with that woman, I will make it worth your while. I cannot handle all of this stress. It's harshing my mellow. I don't like it." And the gnome woman kind of...
your mellow?
And the gnome woman kind of turns and goes, "What does that even mean? What's a marshmallow? I know what a marsh is. There's no mellows in the marsh."
No, it's harsh and mellow. It's something the big pink one, she says that sometimes.
Well, hang on.
It's like you're throwing off the vibes of the room.
What do
You
you
guys
need us
don't-
to do?
And the gnome, at this point, the gnome kind of saunters over and says, "You know what? Don't work for her. Work for me. You don't look like you're embroiled in all of this nonsense. I want to hire you.
You
You
have any
help
fish?
me
Do you have any
figure
fish?
out. Probably I've got something.
Right now. Where's your fish?
Give me 1 second. Ooh. No, but I've got noodles. This is,
Are they fish noodles?
Zargoth. No, they're vegetable noodles. Zargoth, you would recognize this
interested.
gnome from before. I will give you a lifetime supply of delicious noodles if you can help me figure out, because I think that it's, and she starts like shouting back over at Gammon, the son. And at this point, the elf and the gnome continue to argue. And like the elf goes, I will waive your food from before, and I will give you 10 gold. And then the gnome's like, 10 gold, ha! How about 15? Work for me! Noodles all day, every day. I'll put fish in them.
I would like to insight check the gnome.
Okay.
I'm trying, in particular, to detect whether or not it is actually a gnome.
Okay. Go ahead and roll insight.
How about this? I'll do some work, and you'll cook some noodles. And if the work happens to benefit you, that's good. And if I happen to get some of the noodles, that's good too.
10. It is a gnome.
I'm still skeptical.
And they're still going at it. She goes, right, 15 gold, and she holds out a hand to shake your paw.
To me after, or
Yeah, this is the gnome holding a hand out to shake your paw. To like make an agreement.
Oh, I don't shake.
Great. Well, then you're hired, and she just kind of points at you and
You.
stalks off.
Elf woman with the fish.
Yes.
What do you need?
I want to know who's stealing things, because it is not my son, and who's messing with all of the vendors' cards. Hang on. And as she...
I just like do a quick glance at Diz and then look up and then. Yeah, I don't know who could be messing with your carts.
And as she says that, hang on. Woof. I'm gonna go back up here. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. That's not what I want. Blop, 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 blop. You hear another kind of disturbance in the distance. Where is it? There we go. No, it isn't. Gosh darn it. I've lost my place. Mama. There we go. Oof. Sorry, guys. As you ask her that, you hear in the distance, somebody shouting, "Fire! Fire! Fire the seafood cart!" And she goes, "Oh no!" And she just runs
Oh, no.
away.
I was gonna say both of them,
Food!
both of them at the same time. Just go.
No,
No.
no, not the seafood cart. It'll all get cooked. No.
Yeah, so she runs back over to kind of deal with the fire. I'm gonna say, I don't know what's going on. guys. We're down to 3 people. This is like we're at half the group. I feel like as much as I don't think we're gonna finish this tonight. So I guess I mean as long as you guys are okay with it, can we do this next week also and just stop here?
Oh, I am totally okay with it.
That's fine.
That's fine, I guess.
Are we I don't know what's going on. I wonder. One time Rissa fell asleep at her keyboard.
She's actually done that a couple times when we were hanging out in the One Shot channel too. So maybe.
No.
I hope so. I hope that's what happened. That's the sweetest thing if it is.
That's adorable. I'm gonna say we're gonna stop here. So basically, what about inspiration?
Dang it. Well, if any of you have Discord Nitro, you can use the inspiration gifts now.
Oh, nice.
Found them.
Oh, I don't have Nitro. Even though I'm a big gamer.
Send me a link.
I haven't yet. I just uploaded them to the thing, but I'll also send
Nice. Awesome, because I should be able to add them, I think, and then everybody would be able to use them. But I love that they're there. So we're gonna stop here. And we will carry on. I mean, so we didn't do a recap just to make sure that we're all on the same page here, just so you guys know. Like, the idea is if you wander around, you'll be able to, like,